to be fixed. And I don't give a damn if I get fined because that shit cheap. And I am tired of the shit. Because I've been nice and I've been humble with it, but I am tired of the shit.
Back a little bit. You can't want to be the villain. You can't pride yourself in being the villain, and then you lose, and all of a sudden you succumb to those emotions.
What happens when raw talent meets an uncontrollable temper and then gets checked by the loudest, most powerful voice in sports media? Angel Reese's explosive meltdown just triggered the most brutal reality check in WNBA history, courtesy of Stephen A. Smith. This is not just another sports drama. This is a career-defining moment. Tonight, we dive deep into the tantrum that shocked fans, the backlash that shook the league, and the savage takedown that everyone is talking about.
It's not about black and white. It's about that white player and that black player. Why? Because of the history that they had before they came to the WNBA.
The Chicago Sky aren't just struggling, they're collapsing. At 5-13, they sit near the bottom of the WNBA standings. While Reese racks up stats her fans call monster numbers, the team has lost 7 of its last 10 games. Tension is boiling over, and instead of leading, Reese has become a walking time bomb. It all exploded in Washington. Final minute, game tied at 77. This is when legends step up. But what the world saw was shocking. After a crucial foul review, Chicago VP of Basketball Operations and Crosby approached with a clipboard. Instead of listening to strategy, Reese slapped the clipboard straight out of her hands, on live television. And then it got worse. Instead of apologizing, Reese went straight to Twitter. Her post? Filled with emojis, excuses, and zero accountability. A quote, "Those were pissing me off shout out to, and because she knew it was the heat of the moment. Not happening again though." This wasn't a one-off. Just 48 hours earlier, Reese blasted referees in a profanity-laced rant at a press conference. Earlier this season, she sparked tension with teammates over playing time. And let's not forget her heated rivalry with Caitlin Clark that has followed her since college, one that both fueled her popularity and painted her as the league's most polarizing star. And then, Stephen A. Smith stepped in. The ESPN giant, never one to hold back, unleashed one of his most savage rants to date. Quote, "This is the WNBA. This is professional basketball. Angel Reese needs to learn real quick. You don't embarrass your organization on national television and think it's okay." He didn't stop there. Smith compared Reese's tantrum to NBA players who ruined their reputations by putting themselves above the team. He warned that unless she changes course, sponsors will walk, coaches will lose trust, and her promising career could spiral out of control. The internet erupted. Fans split into 2 camps. Supporters defended Reese, saying her passion is being weaponized against her. Critics blasted her immaturity, saying she's a liability. One viral tweet read, "You can be a star, but you can't be bigger than the game." But this isn't just about one tantrum. This is about the WNBA's future. Angel Reese is supposed to be one of the faces of the league. With rising stars like Caitlin Clark drawing massive ratings, the WNBA can't afford scandals that turn fans away. Reese now faces a crossroads: embrace leadership or continue down a path of controversy. So here we are. Angel Reese has the talent to dominate, the charisma to draw fans, and the platform to be a true icon. But if tantrums define her career more than championships, she risks throwing it all away. The question is, will she listen to Stephen Yes' brutal wake-up call, or will she let history remember her for all the wrong reasons? Last night, ESPN's Stephen A. Smith didn't just criticize Angel Reese, he obliterated her. What started as a reaction to a tantrum on the sidelines turned into one of the most scathing takedowns we've ever seen in WNBA history. And at the center of it all, the clash between Angel Reese's fiery emotions and Caitlin Clark's unstoppable rise. It all started when Angel Reese completely lost her cool during her last game. Cameras caught her slamming a clipboard, shouting at teammates, and storming off the court. Fans flooded Twitter, accusing Reese of caring more about her image than her team. But when Stephen A. Smith got wind of it, he didn't hold back. On First Take, Stephen A. went nuclear. His words? Brutal. Quote, "Stay in your lane. Angel Reese has turned every sideline into an audition for America's next jealous teammate. He accused Reese of being more focused on drama than basketball, and then he went further, dragging the entire WNBA culture of cheap shots and unprofessionalism. But here's where the firestorm turned into a nuclear strike. Stephen A. compared Reese to Caitlin Clark, and the stats were devastating. When Clark plays, WNBA viewership averages 1.1 million plus. Without her, it collapses to just 394,000. Stephen A. called Clark a franchise in sneakers, a player rewriting the WNBA's rulebook. Meanwhile, Reese? She's trending for tantrums, not for wins. This feud didn't start overnight. Ever since LSU's Angel Reese waved her finger in Caitlin Clark's face during the 2023 NCAA championship, the two have been locked in one of sport's fiercest rivalries. But while Clark turned controversy into opportunity, Reese has spiraled into a pattern of fights, suspensions, and social media rants. The media dubbed her Bayou Barbie, but lately, it feels more like drama queen of Chicago. Stephen A. didn't stop with Angel Reese. He torched the entire league. He accused refs of swallowing whistles while Clark was body slammed and targeted night after night. Quote, "Instead of protecting your golden goose, you're letting her get elbowed and cheap shot like it's entertainment." And who was leading that charge? According to Stephen A., players like Angel Reese. When Clark was sidelined with injuries, ticket sales tanked, viewership cratered, and merchandise flatlined. The bridge Clark built between college fans and the WNBA was suddenly gone. And Reese? Instead of stepping up, she doubled down, blaming refs, calling out the media, and playing the victim. Stephen A. summed it up perfectly. Get on board, or get left behind. The Caitlin Clark train is moving, with or without you. The internet exploded. Some fans cheered Stephen A., calling his rant long overdue. Others accused him of unfairly targeting Reese. But one thing was clear, this wasn't just about one tantrum. It was about leadership, professionalism, and who's truly carrying the WNBA into the future. Angel Reese wants to be the face of a league. But faces don't win championships. Leaders do. And right now, the league has already chosen its star. Caitlin Clark is rewriting history, while Angel Reese is rewriting excuses. The clipboard incident wasn't just a tantrum. It was a metaphor. Destructive, disrespectful, and self-defeating. So, what do you think? Was Stephen A. too harsh on Angel Reese? Or did he finally say what needed to be said? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more exclusive WNBA investigations. Because this rivalry, it's only just getting started. Stephen A. Smith's takedown of Angel Reese wasn't just another hot take. It was a full-blown explosion that shook the basketball world. After Reese's latest sideline tantrum, which saw her benched and visibly frustrated, Stephen A. didn't hold back. He called her out not only for her emotional outburst, but also for what he described as a dangerous pattern of behavior, turning every game into a stage for drama rather than performance. Smith tore into her attitude, saying Reese had been auditioning for America's next jealous teammate instead of focusing on winning games, and then he drew the harshest comparison possible: Caitlin Clark. While Reese has been busy breaking clipboards and ranting on social media, Clark has been rewriting the WNBA's future, pulling in record-breaking TV ratings, filling arenas, and giving the league the kind of exposure it has never seen before. Smith brought receipts, pointing out that games featuring Clark averaged nearly 3 times the viewership of those without her, showing just how dependent the league has become on her star power. But what made Smith's rant sting the most was his accusation that players like Reese weren't just ignoring Clark's impact. They were actively trying to tear her down with cheap shots, flagrant fouls, and unnecessary hostility. According to him, instead of elevating themselves to match Clark's standard, they've been dragging the game backward with jealousy and immaturity. And when Clark finally got injured, the collapse was immediate. Ticket sales dropped, viewership plummeted, and merchandise sales froze, proving just how crucial she is. For Stephen A., this wasn't just about one tantrum. It was about character, professionalism, and the future of the WNBA. While Caitlin Clark has been building bridges to bring millions of new fans into the sport, Angel Reese, in his eyes, has been burning those bridges with her antics. His message was brutal but clear. Get on board or get left behind, because the Caitlin Clark train is moving, with or without you. And in this metaphor, Reese isn't the driver, or even a passenger. She's stuck on the platform, yelling at a train that's already gone.